Hello. Today we are going to see AWS Cloud. So for that, check your Vardhaman mail ID and you are going to receive a mail from AWS. Click on Get Started. Create your account. There you need to log in with your Vardhaman mail ID credentials. Along with that, you need to give the location which can alter even at the lab timings also. So when you click on Get Started, there you need to create an account with your credentials. Then you are going to enter into AWS environment where you can see the modules on left hand side. Here is the modules, and after getting the clicking on the modules, you can see this environment. There you need to click Launch AWS Academy Learner Lab. Click on Launch AWS Academy Learner Lab. Then you will move to this screen which is having red color AWS. It means your lab has not started. And here it is going to show you how many dollars is being assigned to your account for practicing the cloud. For me, $50 been assigned, in that $3.7 been consumed, because in previous I have done some practice and I have gone with the lab. So that is the reason, because of some instances are running, $3.7 has been consumed from $50. And this is the timer. The minute we are going to start our lab, the timer is going to start. When we are pressing the end lab, the timer is going to stop. So for every program, this is going to show how many minutes or hours you have been on that program. And this is the start lab. So before starting the lab, we need to press this, and after completion of your practice, you need to press the end lab. So now I am going to press the start lab, and it is going to take few seconds. Meanwhile, if you are observing, AWS turns into yellow color. After loading, this AWS is going to turn into green color. It means your lab has been started. Today, we are going to see how to launch the instance of Windows and Linux. Along with that, our week 2 is about transferring the files. Those two we are going to see in today's session. If you are observing here, AWS being turned into green color, it means your lab is ready for practice. Click on it and you are going to enter into your account. This is your account ID, and this is the location where we are going to launch the instance, means data center location. And this is the view, means path. As we are launching today instances in AWS EC2. EC2 means Elastic Cloud Computing. E for Elastic, C for Cloud, another C for Computing. So EC2 means we are launching an instance, means we are launching a server in the data center and launching an instance in our system. For that, on search bar, press EC2 and click on EC2. Virtual servers in the cloud we are going to launch. And this is the dashboard where all my dashboard is going to show zeros and one key pair is running, which I need to remove. So first I am removing whichever I am not using. Go to dashboard. This is the refresh button. Click on refresh. All my dashboard should show zeros except security groups. If you click on security group, you can see an option default. It means that this cannot be deleted, and default it is going to stay in the account. So this will not be deleted. Other than this, rest all instances, key pairs, volumes, load balancers, everything must show zeros. Now on your left hand side, under instance option, click on instance. First, I am going to launch Windows instance. So click on launch instance. Here you can see name and tags. Means here I am giving a name for my server, that is Windows space server. You can give any name and you can add the tags. If you are working on multiple projects, then you need to use these tags. For example, if I am working for IBM for a project as a freelancer, and I am working for Infosys, and I am working for some other company, maybe Satyam. When we are working on multiple projects, we need to identify which project it relates to. In those cases, I can give the additional tags along with name. Means what are the resource types and all the things, values, rest of the information we can store over here. Right now I have given name as Windows Server, and this Windows Server name I am going to paste it in Notepad for further reference. And now application and OS images we need to select. As I am working for Windows, so I need to click on the Windows as Amazon machine image, and we need to select AMI. AMI means Amazon machine image. For that, if you are observing on right hand side, you can see free tier eligible, means these are of free of cost. And if you are scrolling it down, now you can't see the option free tier on your right hand side. It means that it is chargeable. So from free tier, I am going to select Microsoft Windows Server 2022 base as my AMI. And instance type, T2.micro is the basic instance which is having one virtual CPU. vCPU means virtual CPU. It is going to show you how much per hour it is going to charge. One virtual CPU, 1 GB memory. These are the basic things. So that is the reason I am going to click on T2.micro. Along with that, you are going to have T3.micro, T4.micro, so many options. As it is the basic, which is having very lesser price, so I am going with it. Next, key pair. Here we need to create a key pair. Whichever the name that I have given previous, the same name hyphen key is going to be added for that. Key pair type is RSA. private key file format is PEM file, you are going to have two options. One is the PEM file and another one is the PPK file. These are the extensions of the files that are going to be downloaded. Just like in our Word, Doc, Excel, .xml, for PDF, .pdf. Similar way, we are going to have the extensions for files. PEM file means abbreviation Private Enhanced Mail. Private Enhanced Mail. PEM file we need to select, and .ppk is for the Linux operating systems. .ppk means Putty Private Key. Abbreviation is Putty Private Key. So for Windows, we are going to select PEM file, create PEM file. The minute you click some create PEM, create by key pair, you can see Windows Server -key .pem file. A file has been downloaded in your downloads. That is your key pair. Next, go to network settings, click on edit. Whatever the VPC you are having default, that need to be there as your VPC. Subnet no preference, availability zone no preference, auto assign public IP enable. All these things you should not disturb, it is already in default. Create a security group. A security group need to create. So for that, whatever the name I have given, the same name I am giving with -SG. S means security, G means group. SG, security group. Same name I am giving because in further understanding, I can understand for the server whichever the key, whichever the security group, to which instance it need to correlate. So that is the reason I am giving the same name with -key and -sg. The same has to be copied and placed in the description. And here you are going to have some of the security groups like RDP, which is having the protocol TCP 3389, and for SSH, that will be for the Linux. Port range should be 22. So these things you need to remember. Those are RDP, port range is 3389, SSH, this is for Linux, port range is 22, HTTP, port range is 80, HTTPS, port range is 443, DNS, port range is 53, MSSQL, port range is 1433, MySQL, port range is 3306. These are the different types of inbound security rules, and this is for Windows and this is for Linux. At least you need to remember these four minimum. Okay. Now RDP type protocol is TCP, port range is 3389. Next, configuration storage, we are taking 30 GB, and now you need to click on launch instance. If you are observing, instance is launching and it is processing, and finally I got a message successfully launch the instance. Where we have launched? In the location in the data center of US North Virginia. Now go to instances. You can see here the state is running. Name is Windows Server, instance ID, instance type t2.micro, status check initializing. So whatever the details that are there for the server that I have launched, the entire details will be placed over here. If you click on it, you can see down details, status alarms, monitoring, security, networking, storage, and its tags. So here whatever the instance ID that need to be copied, no need to select. Why? Because even if one digit been missing, it will be problem. So don't do manually like this selection. Just instead click on the symbol square symbol which you can see in front of the instance ID. On that, if you go, it is going to show you copy instance ID to clipboard. Just click on it, and in your notepad store those with Control V. Next, public IP address need to copy. So click on the square box, go to notepad. Don't forget to write which it is, because in future we might get confused whether it is public address or private address. Next, we are having private address need to copy, keep it in notepad. Why? Because for connecting those instances, these details are required in future. Remember, private address instance IDs will not change, but public address will change after certain time. So whenever you are accessing or using that instance, you need to copy your public address all the time. Next, we need to store even one more data, that is public DNS. This is public DNS. It is little bit bigger in size, so don't select manually. Go to click option, go to notepad, public DNS, paste. Okay, after completing all those things, press refresh button. Previously in status check it is initializing, but now if you are observing, it is showing with a tick mark, green color, 2x2 checks passed. So we need to give some time to the instance to set all the configuration in your system. So that is the reason, leave for some time, wait for some time, let the status check comes to initialized. After launching, noting down all the addresses in notepad, by the time your status check will turn into green color. Now we need to connect the instance and should launch in our system. So for that, click on the checkbox of your instance and click on connect. Click on connect. Go to RDP client. Go to RDP client. And if you are observing, the same instance ID is matching with your notepad instance ID. And whatever the name we have given, it is going to match with your notepad details. Now we need to download the remote desktop file, but for the normal laptops, already remote desktop file is already downloaded and it will be there in your system. But for Mac laptops, it will not be installed automatically. So you need to click on this, need to download, let it run in your system, and then only you can connect with your systems, with your instances. So now we need to go to remote desktop connection. Remote desktop connection. Here you need to give your public address or public DNS. Anything. Public address or public DNS. So public DNS I am going to copy and I am going to place over there. I am going to place over there. So after pasting DNS, meanwhile don't forget to store username in your notepad and we need to get the password for that. So click on get password. Click on get password. Upload the private key which you have downloaded in previous with the extension of PEM file. So upload, and this password is not easy to remember. So we need to decrypt in a human readable form. So click on decrypt. Now if you are observing, this is in human readable form but not able to remember. So copy, paste it in your notepad. Paste it in your notepad. Now go to the remote desktop. Go to the remote desktop. Enter the public key or private public DNS, which I have entered public DNS. Now go to show options, which is on the left down corner. Click on the local resources. On top you can see the multiple tabs: general, display, local resources. Click on local resources. Click on more. Click on more. If drives, you are observing here drives, there is an option. If the drives are not enabled, you need to enable. Defaultly it will enable. If not enable, you need to enable. And click on OK. Next click on connect. Now again click on connect. It is connecting to my instance, but it is asking whether I am the authorized person or not. How we can identify whether the person is authorized or not is with the help of username and password. Username we are having and password also we are having in our notepad. So copy, paste, copy from notepad and paste it in your remote desktop connection and click on OK. Click on yes. Click on yes. So now if you are observing in your system, some changes are going to happen and you can see a new system in your system. That we will call it as an instance. Means in your laptop you can see one more laptop. Just wait for few seconds. Let it get connected with the instance in the data center North Virginia of Windows operating system. Of Windows operating system. See, this is the instance which I have launched. If you minimize it, you will get your system. Are you understanding? This is one system which is our physical system. With the help of remote connection, we have connected with another. If you are observing, you can have all the options just like the system, new system. If you wait for few seconds, you can see your instance ID, public address, private address, and rest of the detail on your right corner top. Right corner top. I just want to show you how to transfer the file in the Windows also, which comes in under your week 2. Why? Because already I have launched an instance, Windows instance. So for that, I want to show you even the transferring files also. After that, we can see about the Linux. So here I am having a file department logo, DEPT logo, that I want to transfer this file into my new instance. So I am copying and I am pasting. See, the file has been transferred from my physical system into virtual instance. If you want to access your internet, you can open the Microsoft Edge. You can have the Windows. You can see all the options just like our system. Whichever the files you want to shift from your physical system into virtual instance, you can transfer by using the option copy paste. See, when I am clicking on Windows, I am able to see whatever the things has been launched in my new instance. When I am clicking on the Microsoft Edge, it is going to open new. Okay, so this is the way that we are going to transfer the files in Windows. So in week 1, launching Windows instance completed, and in week 2, transfer files using the Windows instance. These two has been completed in today's session. Okay. In next session, we will see how to launch the Linux instance and how to connect with it and how the files need to transfer. These things we will see in the next session.